The last song I'll play here from the Christmas record. I sat down with David Hamilton back at the beginning of the whole process, and as some of you may know, eventually you have to look at all the songs that you have ideas for to go on the record. And you're going to sit through and figure out what order they should go in, what key they should be in, how fast, how slow, what the production, like, are we going to do orchestra? Let's not do choir on this one. Let's give them a break. Let's make it different. So you're figuring all that stuff out. And at the end of day 1 of 2, where I was visiting Nashville, because I hadn't moved there yet, like I just did last week, by the way. I'm still living out of boxes, right? I've lived in not Nashville for the past 11 years while I've been doing this, and so I'm excited about finally living in the place where I work. And so anyhow, this is an example of where I had like 2 days to get all this pre-production done. And so at the end of day 1, David said, "Go back to your hotel tonight, and I think there's one more song that we need. There's something that's missing from the whole DNA of the project, and I think it's like a sweet lullaby that we need. We need something gentle. So go back to the hotel tonight and write something, and we'll record it tomorrow." I'm glad you laughed, because the truth is that's not how it works, David. So I went back and I thought, well, God, help me with this. And at the end of day 1, I had no ideas. Day 2, I wake up and I go down to the lobby there at the Hampton and get my little bowl of oatmeal, cup of coffee. CNN's on the TV, and all of a sudden I got hit with an idea. I thought, there's a prophecy on the tip of my tongue in the book of Isaiah. And I couldn't even formulate what it was, but I felt like maybe it was the Spirit, maybe not. It might have just been a little bit of the coffee, who knows. But I thought, there's something I could find. If I go back to my room right now, and I just put the stuff away, went back to my room, and I'm digging through the Bible, looking all through Isaiah, and even getting online, trying to putting in key words that sound like it might be part of this prophecy for the Messiah. And after about a half hour of searching, I finally found it in chapter 39 of Ezekiel. And, 38? Still Ezekiel, yeah, 37, forgive me, 37. Of Ezekiel, God says, "I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant." I underlined peace, I underlined everlasting. "I will set them in their land and multiply them. I will set my sanctuary," I underlined, "in their midst forevermore. My dwelling place shall be with them. I will be their God, they shall be my people. Then the nations will know that I am the Lord who sanctifies Israel, when my sanctuary is in their midst forevermore." I know there's some debate whether or not this actually means the reincarnation of an actual sanctuary in the future, but I'm reading this thinking, this sounds to me like it's talking about Jesus. The sanctuary, the safe place, God with man in our midst. God's going to bring an everlasting covenant of peace when he places his sanctuary among us. And with that thinking in mind, that approach in mind, I imagined the shepherds now showing up at the manger scene, and there's Mary holding Jesus, who maybe finally falls asleep after some crying, because we know he probably cried. And she's looking into his eyes, or his sweet little head, and I wonder if she didn't think of this passage. If she didn't think, this in my arms is the sanctuary of God with his people. So this song's called Sanctuary. Peace is here, fear is gone, love has come, hope has dawned. Peace is here, fear is gone, love has come, hope has dawned. And he will be our sanctuary. Let our hearts not be afraid. Dwelling here with us forever. Jesus Christ is born today. Mary sings her lullaby. Love is born this holy night, and he will be our sanctuary. day. Hallelujah, our everlasting light. Hallelujah. He will be our sanctuary. Let our hearts not